Good morning, beautiful people. Yeah, I came back. I've been writing poetry. Yesterday was dark moon and I'm like up my knees sore and I was in a bad mood. And well, I wasn't in a bad mood. It was more like a yeah, everything just gets streamlined and focused, and it's so what I did was I wrote poetry. I don't often let that genie out of the bag because once it does, it just rushes forth. So I've been on Twitter, Sylvanus1 at Sylvanus, yeah, it's my Twitter handle. And yes, I just pick a topic. I was doing a few this morning as well. The cancel culture has come in, and yeah, the Gina Carano. I watched The Mandalorian and I loved it. I'm a geek through and through. I've preferred Star Trek to Star Wars, but yeah, all right. I remember when they first came out, I was a little girl, so it was kind of cool. Yeah, the modern ones didn't catch me so much. Okay, they were eye candy. They were sort of in your face, all in kind of like the Marvel movies and all the others. I enjoy them. I used to have the Marvel comics. Yes, I was that much of a geek. I was disappointed in the X-Men comics. Well, the comics were good, but the movies were, yeah. Okay. As I said, it's all entertainment, and as long as I'm entertained, I'm not that bothered. But yeah, like cancel culture bothered me. Everything was bothering me yesterday. I like Gina. I think she's gorgeous. She's really, really hot. You know, it's like wow. She's quite sexy, and I enjoyed her character. It was like she kicks ass, and she's like she doesn't look manly. She does it in a feminine way. She's not masculine in my world at all, and it's like watching that is just awesome. We need to have more of her on screen, not less, and it's their loss. I've been also watching Louder with Crowder. He talks really fast, and he's offered her a job. I thought, way to go, what a nice guy. It's like I hope they have a chat because she is really cool. He's funny. He's hilarious. I didn't think Americans could be that funny anymore. Honestly, I get my stuff from YouTube, so YouTube and other places, and I thought they were all so frightened of offending anybody that sort of comedy was over. And then you have Crowder, and it's like, yeah, this is politically commentary with comedy. How wonderful. I'm signed up to his newsletter. I mean, we have one or two of them over here in the UK, but yeah, they've crossed the line quite a few times, which is wonderful. But a lot of them are being cancelled, and that's not cool. Our mainstream media decides what can and can't be seen, and I kind of like deciding that for myself. Is that weird? I take responsibility for my own viewing things, and if I don't like something, I remember when I was a kid, we grew up with things like Benny Hill, and I didn't actually find him that funny, and my parents thought he was hilarious, and it was like, fine, I just walk away. Benny Hill's a classic, but I obviously was too young to get sort of the innuendos and stuff, and there was an awful lot of sexual things going on, and it was like toilet humour. But just because I didn't like it didn't mean to say that I wanted to cancel him. I don't get the idea of, you've offended me and I'm going to make sure I think that you offend everybody else. That doesn't work that way. But a lot of the world I'm looking at, okay, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. And I've been writing poetry and I've been getting it out, and I've like, okay, it's moving there. So it's moving through the emotions, moving through the frustration of it all. Because it's illogical, it does not compute, it cannot compute. Please stop it. But they just push further. So here I am thinking, well, I want lockdown to be over as soon as possible, please. I want to start my gardening business as soon as the weather changes. I want people to be out and about. I miss going to pubs, cinemas. I miss going out for a meal. It's Valentine's Day. It's a very special occasion. It's our anniversary. So I want to go out to a meal, but that's not going to happen. So we'll probably take a picnic somewhere. All things. And it's like, I don't like when the outside world affects my life. Most of my life, I have made my own choices, my own responsibility, and I've fucked up quite a few times and rolled over and got back up again. Now I'm like, ugh, I feel like I'm tied down. It's like a chain, and I didn't ask for this chain. I did not consent. And yeah, it's time to let go of the chain and start getting on with our lives. But they've been saying this for months. We're not like the French. We don't get up and protest. I admire the French in their protests. I admire a lot of the Europeans, and I love them lots. I'm not fond of the European Union, but I love Europe. I love my country. And is that hard to understand? I love what it stands for. It's, all its past. It's beautiful. It's been shit at some of the past, but I love my country. I'm English. I love the Scotland. I've got Scottish ancestry. I have Irish ancestry, obviously, and Welsh. So it's a matter of, this is my home. These are my islands. I'm not running away to a tax haven somewhere or someplace where, they're not going to enforce it. I'm going to fight back, and I have to use my voice and my poetry and my skills. And by fighting back, I watched the political American stuff. Apparently even the word fighting back, metaphorically speaking, I am female. I do passive aggression far better than I do actual aggression. But that's what we do best of all. The manipulation has got to be, focused, and we have to change the energy field. I will not comply is a very, very powerful statement. No, just basically, no, I'm not doing as I'm told. Sorry. I understand the need to keep people safe, but they're vaccinated now. It's like they've had the jab, so they're safe. I know, I've heard the science too, but the theory is they've had the jab, so they're safe. It's common sense to me. But yeah, I get the irony, but it's like, put it up or shut up. So I would say to Boris, and I would say to all I don't follow the politics. Well, I try not to. I turn a blind eye, because the actual people don't matter. It's what the frequency comes down to. I want them to release lockdown, please. That's very simple. They said they would. If the numbers evened out, do it. So yeah, it's frustrating, and I have my down days as well. And yesterday was like, nope, I'm not spreading my downness. The dark moon is it's a time when, you see, the tides pull, the moon tides pull our emotions, right? So if you think we are water, mostly water, so the moon rises and sets, and it goes through its cycles. And as it does, it pulls our inner water just as much, and that's associated with our emotions. So we get tugged all over the place. As a female, I'm very aware of the moon tides and the lunar tides. So this is the Lunar New Year for the Chinese, and happy Year of the Ox. And it's a matter of when there is dark moons, so that there is no tides going on. So you almost get nothing that's pulling you. So it's all your own stuff, basically. All my own emotions just come bubbling to the surface. And a lot of that was dark and pretty depressed and anxious and frustrated. All of that bubbling to the surface, and it's just, you just have to sit with it. And it was quite a strong one yesterday. So it's still there. It's like bubbling to my surface, and I will deal with it. That's what you do. You go inside and you deal with it, and you don't project it onto other people. My partner came around with a bottle of wine, so that was very sweet. Because I warned him, oh, I'm a bit scary. Nah, he's not frightened. Okay, so that's me for this morning. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I seem to be shouting into the void. I will just do my thing, and yeah, I hope that I make a difference somewhere. If I feel that I'm not making a difference, I will do these privately. I love you lots. And please take care of yourselves and each other, because you're important too. Taking care of everyone else around you doesn't help. I know that one. Take care. Bye now.